What's good? What's good? Can you guys hear me?
It looks like, sorry, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Cool. And I don't know if you can see my screen name, but I swear I didn't pick that. Your sister.
Are you okay? Okay, now we're good. I can see everything.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. How have you guys been? How's like the house and everything?
Dude, we're actually here right now. We have like no furniture in here, so it's kind of just a work in progress.
No, I was just about to ask if your guys are like all the way moved in. So like, are you like close to being there, or there's still a lot more work to be done?
Oh my God, there's a lot of work. Yeah, there's a lot of work. We're gonna start painting today. And we just finished putting in a barn door yesterday, putting some fixtures, stuff like that. So
Okay,
it's coming along.
Yeah, that sounds exciting, to be honest. So,
yeah.
But yeah, man. Like I said, this is kind of going to be like the end of the program type interview, and just like see what you guys like, and just ask like some questions and stuff like that. So my first one is, I'm reading from like my paper here. So how did you guys feel about the program as a whole? What were like your favorite parts? What did you like regarding like the mental, the training aspect, the nutrition aspect? So yeah, just what's your guys' thoughts on that?
I really loved the books that you sent, and then like just the different mindset tips a lot. I also like that you taught us a bit about like protein and like the caloric deficit and stuff like that, and that you sent us recipes. That's definitely some stuff we've used, but we're gonna keep using. So I like that stuff. Oh, and the app. I really like the app too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like the mindset stuff because that's something that, I mean, everything is pretty, like the fitness and the mindset stuff, it's like a struggle for me, but like I like how you focused a lot on the mindset things because that's something that personally I've always had trouble with. So being able to try to change my ways of thinking is like, it was really helpful for me. So
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. That's one thing I really try to make an emphasis on the program, just because I feel like without that you don't really get like anything else like outside of life, including like the physical and like in training aspects. So yeah, man, that's one thing I really try to emphasize. And so I guess a follow-up question to that is, what do you feel like it helped you most with regarding the mindset stuff? Or what was like your biggest takeaway from that part of the program?
I think for me it was like the different methods of like training your mindset. Like meditation was a really big one. Like I never thought to meditate before, or maybe even I did meditate sometimes, but I didn't know that's what I was doing. So like to be able to put a name to it and to know like it's a practice was really cool. I actually bought a couple of books on the subject too, so I started reading those, and it's really cool.
What books did you get? What are the names?
I have You Are Here and Empty Your Cup.
Okay, gosh, I'll have to look those up myself.
yeah, with the meditating, it reminded me of what I like to do back on Guam, which was like whenever I would go to the beach, I would clear my head like in the water, and it was just like really peaceful. And that's what I did. I probably was meditating at that time, but that's what it felt like for me. So I like that, and I've never really done it where I was like aware of that I was doing it. So that was really nice. And then I think like the book too that you gave us. I think it was like it really helped me shift my way of thinking too.
Nice, nice. The meditation, it just like brought you kind of like a sense of peace and a sense of calm.
Yeah,
And
like
then
it
you
just,
mentioned that it helped you like stay a lot more like present during like your daily life and stuff like that too.
yeah, and it just reminded me like it was a familiar feeling, but I couldn't really put my finger on it until like I really thought about it. Like that was probably the closest I've been to meditating, was like being in the water, because I would like go by myself and then I would like to just sit and be, basically. It was really nice.
Gotcha. It's good to hear, to be honest. I like hearing that about people and like, your shift and stuff like that. So sure. And this might be a little bit of the same stuff, but just how do you guys feel like you've changed like throughout the program? Kind of like when we like got on that first call and we were talking about like what you're looking for, and then up to now. And this can be for like the mindset and the nutrition and the training and stuff as well. So what are like kind of like, you know, 2 or 3 things that you feel like have definitely like changed about you from now until then?
I think for me, it's like um, I can't ever be complacent after this. Like I have to constantly be doing something for me. Otherwise, I feel like I'm almost letting myself down in a way. Just because I think now just, I guess, love myself more would be a good way to put it. Like, after doing all of this stuff to like care for myself and really work on my mindset, it's really difficult to let myself go back into the ways that I used to be. But also from like a health and nutrition standpoint, uh, I really loved a lot of the workouts that you sent us. I'd really like to incorporate them more, like in the future, but also the nutrition aspect of it. Like I feel like I'm trying foods that I never really tried before, and I really like them. And then I want to get my protein up has been like a really big goal for me lately. Like my breakfast for like the past week has been like high protein yogurt with like oats and chia seeds and stuff. I also want to work on my gut health, was something that this program inspired me to do, which I never really thought about before. Just like a lot of things that I didn't think about before, I feel like are more important to me now.
Gotcha. You just need to learn to prioritize yourself and learn what you have to do in like all those 3 regards. So
Yeah.
that's definitely one of the transformations, that I try to like, look for. So for sure. Thank you for that as well.
I think for me, just really helped me be more patient with myself. Like, if I'm not where I want to be right in that moment, like not to beat myself up about it. And we're constantly changing and growing, and that's like one of the things that I've learned. And then the exercise you made us do, where we did the affirmations, like when you told us to see ourselves as that person, like the 2.0 person, it was like I like used that like recently. I was like, I'm gonna start seeing myself as that person now, like what Keith taught us. And then because like I always used to think that it was like out of reach, but like you taught us that like if we see ourselves as that person now, then like it'll help us like work towards it. So that was really nice.
Yeah. I want to like second that. Like her affirmations are on our mirror, and then mine are in my notebook. So for me, every night after I read or like do my gratitudes, I'll read through my goals for 2022, and then I'll read my affirmations. So I've been trying to do that every single night before I go to bed, and it really works because like throughout the day, I'll think about my goals and my affirmations, and then if I feel like I'm doing something that's not aligned with those, then I'll kind of pull myself back to make sure that I'm doing those things that I say I want to do.
Mhm.
Sure, yeah. I just wanted to say, kind of just like listening to you guys, like I'm proud of you guys as well, and I just want to like send you guys like some love, and I guess I don't know what else, like any other words to like put it, but I'm just like proud of you guys, and that you accomplished that sense of paying attention to yourself and like prioritizing yourself and really taking this thing seriously, and yeah, that's just I just wanted to like send you guys some love for that and like really putting yourself first, because not to like bash, but a lot of people, they're in this kind of like, I don't want to say program, but it's like unconscious like thinking and doing. And once we learn to like come back to ourselves, like you said, that's when we like start to make that progress. So even though like I gave you guys the tips and like the direction, you guys were the ones to like actually do it. And that's a big thing that you like took the responsibility of doing for yourself. So yeah, kudos, and for sure just sending like love your way. And yeah, 1 second. Uh, yeah, that was the last question, but not the last question, but as far as like the interview process would go. So the last question is, would you personally recommend this program to someone who's trying to get their mind and body right or in order, and why? Like, what would you say to them if they're like considering the program?
I would say yes, for sure. And I think, like Kerrigan mentioned earlier, I definitely really love that you emphasize mindset, because I think for a lot of people, whenever they try to start like a fitness journey or any journey in general, it's hard for them to stick with it because they don't think about the mindset part of it, like how much that actually affects their ability to follow through and really make changes. So um, I think that's a really important part of it. And that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to do your program, or like I wanted to like take a chance on it, because this isn't, I usually don't do programs like this or reach out to people for help with this part of my life, but it seemed to just kind of like align with a lot of what I was looking for and what I was hoping for. And plus, you're super knowledgeable about everything that we were doing. So like not just the mindset part, which you taught us a lot about, but also the fitness and nutrition, which I knew almost really nothing about aside from like whenever I did sports in high school. So yeah, I think that's why I would recommend people to you for sure.
Yeah, I would recommend you for the same reasons. Like I was, or I still am, like I'm still working towards changing like my mindset. But it was hard for me, like, because I was just all in my head, like I said in the beginning, and a lot of people, like Jonalynn said, don't realize that like your mindset is a huge part of like making that kind of change. And to emphasize that, it's like it's different. I think to me it's like it's different because when people think of like these kind of programs, they think, oh, it's just like working out and like nutrition and like that's it. Like the rest of the work has to come from themselves, but you help, like you give like the tools uh, to help with that. And that's like that's something really I really like. So I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys. And like you said, like from that like first call, I definitely like feel like I definitely knew that we were aligned and like we are gonna like get some progress done like during our time together. So yeah, man, I agree with everything you said about being aligned and things of that nature. So for sure. Um that was the last question as far as the, or hold on 1 second. Let me stop recording.